Hello, guys, it's Rick here, and today I bring you another episode of Road to NM. It's gonna be part two, my second game. This was played last Saturday. It was the same kind of tournament um, stuff with the team, like let's call it the Premier League, the third division Premier League, whatever, from chess. And yeah, we played against Clube dos Galitos B, and I was board two once again, and this time I played with white. As you can see uh, on the screen, I already have a rating. I was expecting it to be a little bit higher, but it really doesn't matter. And yeah, so I got 1499. And yeah, I was playing against Antonio Martins, which was 50 points higher than me. This case, playing black, I'm playing white, and let's see. So I mean, I played e4. Let's start with the game. I played e4. I kind of prepared the day before against a lot of stuff, and thankfully he ended up transposing and playing into something that I prepared really well the day before. So g6, I was like, okay, he's playing the modern. I mean, who does he think he is? He thinks like he's Hikaru Nakamura or something like that, a streamer. But whatever. I was like, okay, d4, simple, bishop g7, knight c3. I always do this order of moves against these setups. And then he played d6. So I was like, okay, I want him to play knight f6 and castle, transpose into a perk defense. But let's see, I wanted to stay flexible, so because he can just delay the knight f6, he can just wait and never play knight f6 and just, I don't know, play knight e7 or something like that. So played bishop e3, developing move, normal. Played knight f6, so now we are in this territory. So I played bishop e2, which seems just like a random developing move, but it has an idea behind it. So he castles, and now I play h4. So this is sort of I think this is a variation in the perk defense called the Bionic Attack, and pretty much fits my style a lot because it's just attacking and just putting pressure on your opponent. I like to do that when I have the white pieces for sure, and yeah, I just brought it to him. Here he played h5, which is normal, but I mean, I was really happy because I studied these positions a lot the day before the match and even the day of the match a bit, and just f3. And my idea here is very simple. I just want to go g5, g4, open the h file. Even in this position, let's say that he plays knight c6. I don't know. I can just even go like G. I know it's probably not good, but my idea just to show you guys is that if he takes here, I'm not gonna take. I'm just gonna push, and it's a little bit like, okay, you can do this, of course, and whatnot. But the thing here is that he opens the H file, right? So in the best case scenario, like my queen comes here and just checkmates him, trade the bishops off, checkmate, and boom, we live happy, right? But of course, I didn't do this just yet because you need to prepare this type of attacks, but that's the idea behind these attacks against the Fiend Shadow system that I was doing. So I played e5. I mean, it's a normal move, I guess. I just closed down the position, played d5, normal. Here he played knight h7, which is very bad. Of course, like, he had to, when there's a pawn chain like this, you need to break in the center. And c6 was a nice move, Honestly, here I don't even really know what would I would have done, but maybe, I don't know, like, takes is not good, but maybe I would take, honestly. I don't know. It's not good, but maybe queen d2. Honestly, yeah. Uh, CD5, I mean ED5. Yeah, I guess it's a position, right? Just, I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, he didn't play that. He played knight h7, which is so passive, but I figured during the game that he wanted to play f5, right? So here I was like, okay, he wants to play f5, so what should I do? I was considering two moves. Like, when I was thinking with the idea of candidate moves, which I think is very nice. And the idea of candidate moves is you choose like two or three or four like best moves and you analyze through them and see you ended up um, calculating and seeing what move you should do. My candidate moves were queen d2 just to develop the queen, prepare long castle, and create this battery along this file, which is a very typical idea when you're playing against the Fiend Shadow Bishop. Just try to trade it off, you know. And I was looking at g4, and both of those moves are the engine recommended. I didn't like g4 because after f5, I was like, if I take, it takes, and then what do I do? Like, I have to take probably because I don't want him to push, so takes. And then I was looking at bishop d3, and I was like, I don't know. I'm not yet castled. Like, this kind of crazy. I don't think I should do this just yet. I think I need to prepare it. But thinking about it now, watching it now, it's normal. I would just play queen d2 and castle, and I'm more than fine, honestly, actually. So probably I should have done g4 straight away. I don't know what else I was afraid of. I knew they was gonna play f5, but I don't know. I was also looking at this, but then this, and then I was like, this and this, and I wasn't didn't really like this position, you know, because he kind of closed it down with this pawn structure and whatever. But whatever, my move is not the best, but it's second best, and it's still good. Queen d2, okay. So he plays f5 like I was expecting. E takes f5, g takes f5, and here I played bishop h6, which, I mean, my idea was simply that I didn't want my bishop to get out of the pawn chain, so I'm gonna trade as soon as I can. And here he still played f4 to close out the position, makes sense. So I just took the bishop, and he took the bishop with the king. And here, I mean, I was very happy with my position. I mean, here I just castled, and I was like, I'm completely winning. Like, he's busted. I was like, I'm gonna win this game pretty easily. Honestly, at this point, I was already thinking, okay, and this is true, like, this is ridiculous, but I learned a lesson, and you can see by the title of this video, I learned a lot of lessons, actually. Lessons learned. I was already celebrating in my head, you know? I was, like, he was spending a lot of time here. I was playing really fast, which is something that I really have to figure out, because, like, I think I should just play less blitz, honestly, because I'm used to playing blitz, and then I just don't think my moves through in important positions. Because here I had like 1 hour and 25 minutes or something like that, and he had like probably like 59 minutes, or I already had like 25 minutes advantage or something like that, but maybe I should have thought a bit more, you know, and you're gonna see later on. And he plays bishop f5. Honestly, it was very very funny because he stared a lot at me at the start, but I started staring at him way more when I thought my position was way good, and just was just I found it so cringe. Like, we were just staring at each other. I don't know, like, just trying to intimidate each other. Like, bro, it's so cringe, but whatever, man. Bishop d3. I just want to trade and open the g file, I guess. And he played knight d7, and here is like one of those moments where I blitzed out this move. Like, I didn't even think, you know? Like, I thought for less than a minute. I probably played this in like 20 seconds, which is bad because you should never do that, you know? And I just played knight g2, like, okay, whatever. I was like, I would just want to develop, push g3 and win the game, you know? Open the g file and win the game. And here, it is a good move, you know? Like, it just took... I took with the queen, not thinking at all, and knight c5. And he just wins the tempo. I just have to go queen d2. And I just gave him the c5 square with tempo for absolutely nothing. My position is still better. The computer says 1.15 and optically also looks better. But the thing is that here I could, like when he played knight d7, which is a bad move, I could just simply take and rook takes, and I mean his rook is so weird on that f5 square, you know? I can just, now I can go knight g2, and if he goes here, no problem. No problem at all. I mean, I can just, you know, play g3 or prepare it with rook g1 or, you know, whatever. Like, whatever, you know. Bad decision by me to not think at all. Like, that's the problem. Like, I have 1 hour and 20 minutes in the clock and I'm spending 10 seconds on a move like this. Like, come on, man. Come on. It's not good. It's very bad for me. I need to stop playing Blitz, and I probably will. Although it's very addicting to play Blitz, but whatever, you know. So he plays Queen f6, you know, try to defend everything. And in this position, the problem is that I really knew that I had to play g3 at some point. But the thing is that I thought, okay, I play g3 here. I mean, takes, and this pawn is hanging, you know, it's not good, and blah blah blah. I was thinking about this as well, but I mean, it's weird, you know, like, I don't know, I was thinking about rook g3, fg1. Fg1 actually doesn't work because I lose, but there, and I was like, I don't know about this position. I mean, it's completely winning, but I don't know, like, honestly, I was scared of playing g3, and I just prepared to rook g1, and yeah, I mean, okay, I'm still better, you know. King h8, I mean, why did I play rook, king b1? I still remember that. I was afraid that if I played g3, he takes, and I was afraid, like, if I take here, I was afraid of rook g8, and then I can't play rook g1 because this pawn hangs. If I trade, he just gets the file for nothing, and my pawn is still hanging. And I was also afraid that if I took with a knight, I was afraid that he could just trade queens. But I don't know, like rook b1, king b1, probably a bad move, honestly, because I guess it's not necessary. Thinking about the position, I can really go g3, like, there's no problem with this, because I have a knight here and stuff like that. But I remember I thought that, and weird stuff, you know. I should have just gone g3, but king b1, still waiting, and rook g8, and now it's way more difficult to play g3. That's the problem. I didn't really know when to strike, right? Before was a nice move. I thought for a while here, and this is good because I knew that if I kept making like slow moves, I would lose my advantage. So before it looks ridiculous a bit because I mean you're just pushing pawns in front of your king, but it's with the purpose, of course. The knight has to step back, and I get the e4 square for myself. He moves the queen, and here I was like, I knew that this was kind of a critical position, and I had to start taking my chances. And I was really looking at g3 once again, but something about g3 takes, and I was like, I don't know what I should take with. Do I take with the knight? I was like thinking, but then it takes this pawn, and I don't really know what happens here. I can take this pawn. Like, it's unclear. I mean, if I play knight, I was thinking of playing knight g5. It's kind of it takes. I take, and maybe like he takes or something like that. But what the fuck? Sorry for the language, but yeah. Honestly, like my problem is that I didn't really think through. I just felt like, okay, this pawn is hanging, so no, don't do this. But there's no problem with this pawn is hanging actually, because like I'm just winning here. If he takes the pawn, of course, he of course can play other stuff like the engine recommends and stuff like that. But my problem is calculating moves ahead, honestly. And I need to train my calculation a lot, because I just calculate like 2 moves ahead, like this. I don't know, maybe like this, and then this, and I don't like this. I don't like this. I just lost a pawn for nothing, that type of stuff. And yeah, it's bad. But whatever, I just played knight c3, and here the computer already says that black is better. If he plays knight d2 f6, which he didn't play, he played here. And this is so weird. It happens sometimes. I played a3, and I played a3 because, and I swear to God that I thought this, I played a3 because I thought that the knight was attacking the pawn. I don't know why I thought the knight was attacking the pawn. I know all the pieces move, but for some reason when I was thinking, and this is the problem, like I was playing too fast, right? I was playing too fast. Here I still had like 50 minutes, and he had like 25 minutes, and I was still playing blitzing auto moves. I thought that the knight was attacking this pawn. I thought the knight was here or here. I mean, what? Like, I had just, I don't know, just mental fart. And I was like, oh no, now he plays this and I have to go here and defend the pawn, and I'm so passive. No. But then I thought, wait a second. If he plays here, I play here, and he can take the pawn because the knight is trapped. So I'm good. So my blunder wasn't that bad. So I was like, okay, I got lucky. But he played a5 first, okay. Makes sense. I played b5, and then he played knight c4. And I played queen d3, and then he played knight e3, and I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes way more sense than a3, and you probably also don't want to go back. But here I was like, oh my god, this is the perfect time to play g3. It's obvious. I blitzed out g3 again. Like, blitzed out g3. Like, come on. And here, he also blitzed out, like, queen f5. Which I was like, okay. I just take, open the file. It takes, and here is the critical moment of the game. Here I have to say, I thought for a long time, which is very nice. This is probably this is the most critical position. And I really thought for a long time here. And long time for me was like 10 minutes. For me, thinking for a long time in a 90-minute game was 10 minutes. For me, I was thinking about this 10 minutes, and for me, that was a long time. And 10 minutes is not that long. I should have spent even more. But honestly, I would never, like yesterday, I would never get to the winning move. There's only one winning move here, and I challenge you guys to see it. It's not an obvious move by any means. It's difficult because you really gotta think through. But yeah, pause the video and try to find the only winning move here. I'm winning. I'm +7 by the engine, and yeah. So what I was thinking was knight takes e6, boom. Knight takes e6, boom. Beautiful sacrifice, beautiful tactic. And I was like, oh my god, if this works, I'm gonna win such a beautiful game. Because I was thinking like, queen takes, mate in one. Boom. Queen takes, queen, mate in one. Very nice. I was also thinking like, here, if he takes the pawn, if he takes the knight, queen takes queen, and I'm up a queen. And then I was like, okay, wait, there's a knight here, actually. Knight moved back, so it doesn't work. So thank God. Like, if I tell you, I was almost about to blitz out knight e6. But then I was like, wait, does this work? Because what if I take and he just takes back? I don't have nothing. So I was very sad because this didn't work, of course. And I was like, damn, this tactic doesn't work. This was so beautiful. Damn, I have to find another way. So then I was thinking, like, what if I do a check first and the things change? Because I was like, okay, you of course can't block with the knight, because then I just take free knight. He can't block with the rook, because it's mating one by the queen. He can't block with the queen here, because I just take it with a knight. But then I came to the conclusion that he just blocks with the queen, and I really didn't want to go into this position. Even though it's probably better for me, the engine says +1, but still this is not completely winning, so I knew that it was a critical position, and I knew that I had to find something good, because this was critical, and I really wanted to just win, because I had a better position and I was feeling good. And I thought for a while, I was like, damn, I can't find a move. I was like, maybe 92, I was like this. But then I saw, oof, this queen, it's the pawn, it's defending, and then I have to trade queens, and it's not good, whatever, blah, blah. So I was like, okay, this doesn't work. So I was like, what about knight g5? And I was like, wait, knight g5 is the move. Knight g5 is the move. Why? Because, okay, he of course can take with this, can take with that, so it takes with the knight. And then I thought, queen takes, queen, knight has to take. And then I thought knight takes, pawn takes knight. And here I thought, okay, I'm just winning this pawn for free. I'm winning this pawn. He probably plays, I don't know, he plays king here to run away, and I just take the pawn. And I'm a pawn up, so I should be better, right? That's what I thought. I'm pawn up, and I should be better. But then, like, I played here. He played boom, 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 boom. And here I was like, no, here, actually was here. I was like, wait, it just has knight g3, and I'm screwed. And I saw this and I was like, no way. And I just took. I played knight g3 and I was like, no, I'm losing. No way. But whatever. I'll go back to this in a second. Let's actually go back to this position, which is the critical position. So, the problem with everything is that I didn't think the right way. And I learned a lot, and this is the biggest lesson of this video. So, of course, in a perfect world, my plan is knight takes d6. In a perfect world, this is the move that wins, this is the move that I want to play. I didn't think like this, but after I analyzed the game with an engine and I saw the move, I understood, like, I just had an epiphany, and I'm going to show you guys. So, what is the problem with this pawn here? With taking this pawn? Is that this pawn is being defended by this pawn. Like this, right? So, if this pawn here, if this green pawn wasn't here defending this pawn, I would be winning, because I just had knight takes the pawn, right? So what is the move that solves this problem? It has to be a move that attacks this pawn. And now after this thought process, so I want to take I want to take the pawn on d6, but I can't because of this green pawn. So what should I do? I should simply remove that pawn. And this is the move that wins the game on the spot. He literally has no response after he sees this move, and he thinks for a while. he should just resign. Never resign, but he should, honestly. This is simply amazing because if he takes, I just have knight takes d6. And now all the tactics actually work. Why? Because this knight can't be taken. And you're like, what if he goes queen f6? Like, knight c on e4. And now everything makes sense. And his king is just getting completely destroyed, right? What is the only move here? I mean, queen f8? Okay, alright, but now knight g5, you know? And takes? Okay, like, takes, takes. And what is this position? Is he gonna take here? And get like this? I mean, come on, this is completely winning, right? And yeah, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. What is he gonna do? Like, play here? You know? Knight h7. No, knight h7. No, what the fuck? Queen h7, of course. What am I thinking? I'm so dumb. But yeah, I mean, this position is just crushing, right? And just a simple move of b6, such a simple move, but it didn't cross my mind because I didn't think that way. I didn't think like, what is the problem with taking this pawn? It's this one. It's this pawn, right? So if I remove this pawn, because like, if I remove this pawn, I can do the tactic. And this is my problem because I think very simply, like 2 moves ahead. I don't think this is actually just a 2-move combination, honestly. But sometimes I don't even think 2 moves ahead, or I just think I just don't calculate well, you know. I really need to train my visualization and my calculation because, like, in the game, like for example, if he pushes, it's the same thing. I mean, he has no business. If he goes here to protect the d6 pawn, I mean, I just take, and I'm completely winning, right? I don't have to show you why b6 is completely winning. You can see by yourselves. And yeah, I mean, like what happened in the game was knight g5, as I said. And the problem is that I think I didn't see that the knight goes on g3 because at the start of the variation, I saw that the knight was here. So the knight couldn't go here, right? But I just didn't calculate enough. I think I just gave up on calculation after I didn't see the winning move, and I just thought that this move just is good enough and wins the pawn. But in the end, it didn't. And I just ended up playing this, and this happened, and this was just very sad, honestly. The game didn't end here, but I'll go over it the rest. But it's very sad that just I turned a completely like winning position, such a beautiful thing, preparation, like awesome, into this. And yeah, just visualization. Like, I'm still very weak, honestly, and I realized this game really humbles me, because I thought, oh, I drew against an 1800 and I could have won. I'm so good, but no, dude, still are very weak. You need to practice way more, and like I should stop playing blitz, only play rapid, and even rapid with increment, because like, come on, man, like I can't be blitzing out moves like this. At this point, I was completely losing. He had probably like 13 or 12 minutes on the clock here. I had like 45 minutes on the clock here, and he had 12. And even though I spent 10 minutes on the critical move, I mean, it's not enough. But whatever. I mean, I just learned my lesson, right? I need to chill out and actually play slow, you know. Whatever. 91 here. I mean, this is just sad, you know. This part is just sad. I mean, I'm completely defensive. King b2, try to get the king involved. c4 plays here, and here I was like, I have to give up a piece, otherwise, like, what am I doing, right? So here I played here, he took here, I took here, took here, and then I saw, wait, I might be winning still. I might get a draw. I might still be winning because rook h7. And what is the continuation? I was like, please don't play c6, please don't play c6. And he plays, oh, wait. Technical difficulties, sorry. So, I was like, please don't play c6. And he played c6, and I was like, okay, but wait, I need to think. So I was like, I might still be winning here. I really thought that I had a chance, and I was maybe still winning, somehow, very luckily. So I was like, okay, pawn takes pawn, push. And I was like, does this work? Does this work? And I was like, oh my god, this might work. But then I was like, maybe not, maybe yes. I mean, I was like, maybe rook f8, and I don't know, like rook here, maybe, but then like takes the pawn or something like that, and I don't know why I didn't play this, honestly. Maybe, I don't know. I don't think I was looking at c5 here, with the idea of going here, but of going like this and this, because honestly, yeah, rook c7 here, but I didn't see this. Yeah, I didn't see all of this. I just saw that, I honestly just saw that this probably, I thought that this wouldn't work for some reason, honestly, but probably this is a good try. I thought like rook f8, and I mean, I can't really push this pawn because he just goes behind it and I don't have time, you know. That's what I thought. So okay, this doesn't work. But then I thought, wait, I can't do this because his knight is protecting, of course. So I was like, oh my god, I'm a genius. King c3, and he has to move the knight. And he moves the, I was like, oh my god, he has to move the knight, and then I take, he takes, and I take, and I'm winning. I just push, I'm winning. And I was like, oh, I don't know, maybe like c7 and rook f8, and what do I do? I mean, maybe like rook here, something. I was like, whatever. Like, I was just trying to get something, and then he played rook king e3, and I, damn, man. I was like, damn, I can't take now. But what do I do? And then I was like, oh my god, he hung a piece. He hung a piece. Oh my god, he needs to go back, and I win. Oh my god, I'm winning. Oh my god. And then I thought, okay, wait, he has rook d4, rook e5. And here I was like, damn, man, should I take the pawn? Probably, but I don't know, maybe I was thinking of knight here, and then I have to come here, and you know, it just takes, and this is just scary, but whatever, like these pawns. And I was like, I started thinking now when I was losing instead of thinking when I was winning. So sad. But then he just played here, and I was like, oh, maybe, I was like, maybe I can win. I just take. Oh, and I was like, oh my god, I'm winning. I was like, I'm winning. I really thought I was winning. Because here, and here. And he can't stop the pawn. He can't stop the pawn from queening. Because if he goes here, I just push and I win. You know? And yeah, I'm just winning. And then he played c5, and I was like, oh my god. I didn't see c5. I was like, oh my god, GG. I was like, okay, damn, I'm losing. Damn. And I was like, whatever. b7. And then he played knight c6. And I was like, wait. I might still have a chance. Because rook b4. And if he takes, I just go here. He starts pushing, I go here. You know? And I was like, if he goes here, maybe I can still like go here and you know, just if he moves the knight, blah blah. But yeah, probably he still wins, honestly. Sad, but he still wins, honestly. Yeah, but I thought I might have a chance. I might win, but here he just plays. He just played Rook D3, and I'm in Zook Swung. I'm in Zook Swung, so literally I have no moves. I don't want to make a move. I want to pass the move to my opponent here, pretty much, uh, literally. So here, I mean, just the game just ends like the game just ends like this, and yeah, I lost. I lost, and very sad loss, you know. But I learned a lot of lessons. I learned that I shouldn't be cocky, even though I might be winning at the start. I shouldn't be cocky. I learned that I should spend way more time on my moves, and I shouldn't blitz out moves, because this is not blitz. This is a classical game. And I also learned about that critical move. I learned that I should, if I see that a tactic is winning, but I need to remove the defender, I should try to remove the defender. I should try to always think a step ahead. And when I see that brilliant tactic, I should try to make it work. And if I thought like that, what is causing the problem? I would have probably played b6 and won. But yeah, in the game it didn't cross my mind, you know, and that's just me being weak, and I have to accept it and try to work on it and improve. But yeah, very sad. My team ended up losing. We lost, so it's 4 games. Sorry, goddamn. Sorry, guys. Damn. So my team ended up losing because yeah, I mean, we lost 1.5 to 2.5, and yeah, my game decided the loss. You know, if I would have won, we would have won and got the full point. And yeah, if I drew, we would get half a point, and if I lost, which happened, we ended up losing. It's kind of sad when you decide the fate of your team and it doesn't go our way. But I mean, we still have a lot of matches to go. It's 7 matches, and our goal is to not finish last. Otherwise, we would get demoted. But we still have 5 games to go, and we have been putting up fights. In both games we almost drew against them, almost won. So anything can happen, literally, and we're gonna for sure get a win on the board. And yeah, next weekend I will be playing the National Cup. We're gonna play a very good team, but I'll definitely also cover the game on that one. And yeah, I'm very excited for that. And yeah, these games that you lose are very tough to cover. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this, and thank you if you stayed this long into the video. It's a very long video this time, you know, there was a lot to cover. Jesus, in this game. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time for episode 3, and hopefully I already brought you a tie. I brought you a draw. I brought you a loss, and hopefully next time I'll show you a win, but let's see. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.